Alright, so here we are in the back of the garage. Earlier we were in the front of the garage with the race truck. Now we're in the back of the garage and we're going to compare the fully built 2003 450 to the stripped down 2004 450 and see what the game plan is. So let's do this. So I think the first thing is the tank. I think the tank kind of has to be there to secure the seat. So the game plan is to use as much stock parts as possible and cut everything down that's not needed on the bike to make it look like it's not a motocross bike. So somebody looks at this or, oh yeah, look at that, it's a motocross bike. Yes, it is. But if we strip it down, it could look like a Sur-Ron or something like that. So the game plan is to strip it down. So now that we have the gas tank in place, next step's going to be a seat. So the original seat that came with it was a shaved down original Honda seat. Looks a little loose in there. So if we mount that up, so on, gives a little lower profile, but me being 6'2", I don't actually need that. So let's 86 that one. Then we have one of my stock seats, a little banged up. Look, little scratches there, nicks in there. This is the same seat as here. So this is the original Honda seat. Kabam! You know, another option. Lastly, we have a reupholstered stock frame with a One Industries skin on it. So for now, I think we'll run the black. So now that we have the tank in place, so things are going to cinch up a little bit better. There we go. So we almost got that. So let's take a step back and look at this. Okay. So first of all, I think since we don't need a working gas tank, we take off something like this. Cut all this out, right? And then possibly utilize a gas tank as a location to hold down the controller for the motor. I don't know, we'll see once we get there. And then we can ditch the cap and put a battery selector, because thinking of running a different battery system in here, well, not really different, but multiple batteries that are interchangeable. We'll get to that later. So now that we have this, we can put the on and off switch between 1 and 2 or all batteries. All right, let's look at the next thing. All right. So let's follow the rear to the ass of the bike and look at the rear fender. So we can literally go without a fender. We don't need a fender. We're going to be on the street and so on. But let's say we want to go with a fender. Let's grab the stock beat up red fender with the marks from the wheelies. Let's see and how we see it flow. All right, it's holding there. All right. So we got that. Okay. Now looking at it, do we actually need all this other real estate? Well, if we're sponsored, yes, it's a great place to put sponsors, right? But in this case, I'm not sponsored. So I want to lose as much weight or as much look to go from that to a Sur-Ron / mountain bike, right? So, okay, let's keep that fender. We'll grab a little bit of tape and maybe size it up a little. So, maybe shave it. Oh God. Here we go. We're back in action, ladies and gentlemen. And we get a little love here. Bam. Do another one. Bam. Okay. So it's in place enough so far. Okay. So let's cut it down. How do we cut it down? I think first of all, we'll literally cut everything from here on out. Just get rid of it. We don't need it. And then we'll create a secondary point right here to mount. And here's another mount, and here's another mount. That's adequate. We're not going to be doing 100-foot tables. Now, if we shave down the back. Yeah, shave it. So, drop in a straight line here. And let's go diagonal. Damn. Look at that for now. I don't know. I think that could work. I think it needs to go a little bit more, but you know, you get the idea. All right, now that we have the rear kind of set up, whatever, we'll tweak as we go. Let's look at the front. All right, first of all, these bars were cut down, so we'll swap them out for these guys that are much wider. There you go. And then keep the original brake running down. That's good to go. And then moving forward, cosmetically, the front fender. So the front fender, the OG front fender, as you see here, is this big clumpy guy. It's big and beautiful. All right. So, let's do this. Ka-jam! You know? It looks good, but I do have another fender that I obtained, which is a more or less super enduro, supermoto fender. I don't know. I kind of like it. Do you like it? Yeah. So we'll see which fender we shred. Now, as far as the front plate, I don't think we're going to run one. You know why? Less is simple. We'll do clamp on turn signals here, and then we'll put a 3x4 rectangular LED light here for our headlight. So I have turn signal, headlight. We'll dump the horn in here, and then maybe we will grab my tape. I need my tape. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Inspiration. Kazam. So we do. Bam. Bam. Got the rough tape job. So if we literally create a unit that runs along here and then out to here and then back to here and then all the way down to here, then we just one solid piece. Then we'll have the motor here, controller will be in here, I hope. And then we'll go from there. So that is that for now. I as far as design, it's always going to change. But that's that.